Now, Harry's book seemed to hit harder than the Netflix show. If anyone wants to watch Rita and I roll our eyes at 6 impossible hours, good YouTubes if you want to see them. But the book itself, now look, there's no doubt, he's obviously broken in half, and some people are broken by childhood trauma forever. But the idea that I'm now going to say what was said at my grandfather's funeral, I'm now going to say what was said, in the hours in and around the Queen's death, means even if somehow King Charles wants all of his family there for the coronation, well, book number 2 will feature whatever conversations happen behind the scenes, won't they?
Yes, you cannot trust these two as far as you can throw them. If they come to the coronation, they will bleat it all out. And it just goes to show how wise our late Queen was when she would not be photographed with baby Lilibet. Do you remember that? She wouldn't have a group photograph taken because she knew they would use it for commercial gain. The problem with King Charles here is he feels guilty. He feels guilty that as the boys were growing up, he was conducting a relationship with Camilla. He's frightened that unless he's nice to Harry, a load more stuff about that will come out and that might damage him. But the one thing that must not happen is these two must not be in Westminster Abbey in the first week of May this year. And actually, I think what the King now needs to do, frankly, is just to cut them off. There is no compromise. There is no reason to appease these people whatsoever. Just look at their response to Clarkson. So it's time they were got rid of and banished forever, as the late Duke of Windsor was.
We know how people feel in the UK, but all of this was about trying to establish celebrity in the United States. It was really interesting to basically see the giant eye roll that came with this. Now, sure, there'll be plenty of cuddles in sort of woke Hollywood and all the rest of it, but generally, the embrace that could have been there for a former soldier, the Invictus Games, all the rest of it, ends up as what? You got paid how much? For what?
Well, imagine if you were Netflix. Netflix paid them vast amounts of money, and yet he kept the really unpleasant stuff for the book. So I bet Netflix are not too happy about this. Yeah, you're right. Even in America, people are getting bored. So many of the things that he's whinging about are just little tiny molehills that he is trying to make into mountains. It's all about grievance. It's all about victimhood. The truth is, this young man was born into the most astonishing privilege. He lives the life, the sort of billionaire lifestyle on the West Coast. Yes, he's had some tough things happen in his life. You name me another person that hasn't had tough things happen in their life. And I think even America is starting to get bored with these two. Thank goodness.
Nigel, you look like you've spent time in Australia over winter. I don't know how you look better in a London winter, but you do for the better of it, or the lighting's amazing. Whatever it is, don't change a damn thing. Thank you for sticking around, and we'll see you again all year here on Paul Murray Live.
Thank you.